destruction. It's wrong. Get rid of the boy.
Folks, welcome back to Magnus's Loot Crate. I am your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now, folks, today we are taking a look at the Robot Paradise RP01 Acoustic Wave. That should have been Fans Toys FT02 Acoustic Wave. But you know what? I'm not going to argue with it. I'm just happy he finally got the award of better late than never. But anyway, folks, this guy comes with his little buddy here, FIRRIB. So, folks, you know what? Without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into it.
Laserbeak, Autobot alert. Disclosure averted. Continue observation.
So, folks, here we have the Robot Paradise RP01 Acoustic Wave with his little buddy FIRRIB, which I have to say, I really dig this figure. Just looking at it, the cartoon accuracy on this guy is well worth getting for. Well, if you're into that sort of thing, I guess. I'm really into the cartoon accuracy personally. I don't think I have to tell you guys that. I mean, by now you guys probably already know all this, but seriously, I dig this figure. He looks good. I've checked him on the shelf. He really fits the part. He looks really good next to the Takara Starscream, actually, which, oddly enough, that it works better than I would have originally thought, but that's just me. So, folks, that is it for the robot mode. Let's go ahead and take him off that turntable, stick him on the scale, see how much he weighs, and get a little bit more up close and personal. Folks, now that we've taken a look at Acoustic Wave and FIRRIB in their bot modes on the turntable, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you guys know Fans Toys ain't much for the clamshells, so we just don't even worry about that around here. That's just the way it works. Folks, I do believe this figure could win the award for I come with more crap than I actually need. That's just my opinion, though. First of all, the traditional destruction manual, which of course, very nicely, is fully colored. How good this destruction manual is up for debate, because I didn't use it to transform him. You guys already seen this during the Christmas special, so I'll go ahead and tell you, I didn't use the destruction manual. I rarely ever use the destruction manual unless I'm forced to. Folks, they've got two very nicely hard trading cards, front and back. Now, folks, we're going to start with all the BS that they come with. You got these two pieces, which I believe are meant to go on his legs. I haven't bothered looking at the destruction manual, so I don't really know where these go. But I'm pretty sure something somewhere tells you how to use them. Folks, you got baggies of crap you probably don't need. Of course, you do have the well, Frenzy there has two spare heads, just in case, and they are both with different expressions, so we'll let that slide. But we've got all these little pieces to change Acoustic Wave from cartoon mode to toy mode. I personally will not use these. I don't want him in toy mode. If I wanted toy mode, I'd buy the original stinking toy. But that's my opinion. You guys do what you want to with yours, but for as much money as I paid for this one, I wanted it in cartoon mode. You got a little cassette holder, naturally, for Frenzy. I've also got this box. Now, I haven't tried it. Dang, it's tight. It does open on the one side. I'm presuming that there may be a way you could stick it in his chest just to give that whole Energon cube coming out. If I were going to do that, though, I'd probably want to try to paint some glowy yellow or neon yellow on the corners. Because if you watch the cartoon, you know when they came out of his chest, they were kind of glowy. Empty but glowy. Now, you got the pile drivers that Rumble and Frenzy are famous for. Now, these are particularly heavy. I believe the entirety of the little Frenzy figure is made out of die cast, which, honestly, I can't argue with that, but I believe these are spring loaded. Let me give it a try, because it seems like it. There it is. Yep, they are spring loaded. Then you just push them back in, clip the thing back down. So of course you can have them both down, up and down, like they're. I don't even know why I did that, but I'm kind of demonstrative today, so you'll have to excuse me. Then of course you have the pew pew cannon that Soundwave was ever so famous for. Got a little piece to fit in his hand, and of course the shoulder cannon that he has and this one can fold in on themselves and they turn into batteries. Because every cassette recorder needs batteries. Everybody knows that. You don't have to be a child of the 80s like myself to understand everything, and I do mean everything in the universe needed batteries. Especially my stepmom, the alien chick that sucks on. You know what? Never mind. It's an old movie. Don't worry about it. Folks, we have little Mr. Frenzy. Let's make that thing go. There you go. So, of course, since the Christmas special, I have done my sticker voodoo. Now these, his little guns that go on his back or in his hand, they fall off at the drop of a fart, so be very careful. Any rumble, pun not intended, but I'll take it. Any noise, anything will make these things, because the clips on these are very, very small, and they're not very tight. But you can fold this thing together. You can put the little wing down and fold the barrel of the gun into it, and then of course you can flip it back out, flip the wing back down, voila. Now, before I move on and show you Acoustic Wave, one major complaint, and it's probably not a legit complaint, but I'm going to make it anyway. I repeat, do not like the way his shoulders were done. Because they don't look right. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize for that, just because shoulders are... Can you hear that? His shoulders are so dang tight, but he himself is made of die cast. I think he is entirely, well, maybe not his head, but everything else is made out of die cast. But I do like little Frenzy here. Where did I put his other gun? Crap on it. I'll find it in a minute. Now, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. Mr. Acoustic Wave himself. Look at that. Of course, you can move his gun on his shoulder up and down. He's got some decent ratchets in there too. Now, his elbows are tensioned, but they are pretty tight. When you transform him the first time, do be careful. But so far, I am digging this dude some kind of bad. Up there is the Takara Soundwave, and you see I've got the special chest plate from Toy Hacks. So if I took him down, that would draw too much attention. But I do like the way this guy looks. Way better than that one. That one's kind of too busy for me. Cartoons are simplistic. And this guy has got the simplistic down to a science. I'm happy that Fans Toys finally made this and released it. I dig it a lot. So there you go. For those of you who aren't big on the cartoon accuracy, that's fine. I mean, I only show these for your personal consideration as to whether or not you like the way they look. Now, I got friends who constantly complain about the way certain figures look. If that's your thing, that's your thing. That would be like me berating you for being into midget hornpay. If you like it, you like it. It's not like I'm jerking my gherkin to it. But still, folks, that's it for the up close and personal. You know what? Let's go ahead and transform him up. Take a look at that cassette deck mode.
Not so fast, Soundwave. Transform, you fool! Now!
And finally, folks, here we have the cassette deck mode of Robot Paradise RP01 Acoustic Wave and his little buddy FIRRIB. Now, I don't think I have to tell you folks, yes, cassette decks did look like that, especially in the cartoons, which I know I've mentioned the cartoon accuracy a couple of times, but that's what I truly love about this particular figure. It's got everything down exactly the way I remember it from the well, I'm not going to say exactly the way I remember it from the cartoon because it can't get it that perfect, but it's close enough for me, personally, just the way I feel about it. I definitely like the cassette deck mode on this guy. It looks really nice, and it's got that feel to it. It's hard to explain. Folks, there it is. That is the Robot Paradise RP01 Acoustic Wave. Folks, that is it for the Robot Paradise RP01 Acoustic Wave and his buddy FIRRIB. Folks, if you like this video, go ahead and like it, share it out to your friends, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to get back in the business of making more videos as soon as I can. It's been kind of rough. I'm a truck driver, I've already told you guys, so I'm busy as a one-legged man at a butt kicking contest. So I don't have a lot of time to edit videos, and that's the part that takes the longest. Folks, don't forget to check out the Magnus' Loot Crate Discord server. Come on in there and talk to us about anything and everything nerd related. Tickle us with things you like, things we like, things we don't like just because we can. Folks, don't forget to check out the Magnus' Loot Crate Subscribe Store. I would like to do more giveaways like the one I did around, in November. So folks, don't forget to check that out. Folks, I will see you next time.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have.
Find these figures and more at the ShowZStore. Links in the description.